Hello YouTube. This is Esplin227. I was on a diet, and then I went off my pills and I stopped the diet, right? And things actually started to fall apart. You know, I actually had a warrant for my arrest for a little while, but that's beside the point. Um, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. I lost a lot of weight, and then everything fell apart, and I gained. Well, actually, I didn't gain much of it back. I'm fat because I'm lazy. I actually, when I exercise, I lose weight pretty fucking quick. I don't know if you guys notice the fluctuating weight in my face at all. Everyone tells me they notice it, but I don't because I see myself every day. But I digress. You want to know the secret to losing weight the hobo way. Here. It requires 3 steps. Oh, by the way, I lost 15 pounds when I weighed myself again. Uh, and I hadn't been on the diet. I lost weight the hobo way. Step 1. Rack up an obscene amount of student debt. This part is really important. You need to rack up student debt when you're a kid. It's important that when you're a child and you're in high school, you are insecure and you're afraid of math. That really helps because that'll make sure you don't have a math foundation. Even though you love math as an adult, you'll never learn your timetables. I've learned them. How many times did I take math classes? I've learned them 3 times. Couldn't tell you one of them. Completely forget them every time. Even if I do them for months, I completely forget it. In fact, being too gung-ho about math actually ruined my chances in DeVry, which is probably a good thing because I didn't know for-profit colleges were shit. I only built up $2,000 debt at DeVry. That was one class. One class was $2,000. And I couldn't even transfer the credits. They're useless. Fuck you, DeVry. I hope your panel gets ass cancer and dies. You pieces of shit. That's aside. You gotta make... Oh, here's important. Make sure you blame other people for your mistakes. That I cannot stress how important that is. Now, I don't do that. DeVry's not responsible for me being a dumbass. I put myself in this situation. That doesn't make for-profit colleges not asshats. But for other people, it does. It's awesome. Blame other people for your problems, right? And hopefully, if you're not the same as me, that'll balance it out. If you can't go back in time and ruin your life. Alright, step 2. Get to the point where you literally cannot afford food in your fucking house. Get to the point where you fuck up your finances so fucking much that you cannot fucking afford food. Do that. That's step 2 of the diet. That's step 2. Get to the point where you sometimes steal fruit like an 18th century pickpocket little boy, somewhere in like England where you're like stealing fucking watermelons. Get to that point because then you don't have calories to put in you. You see, it's great. It's great. It works out great because you have no food. Alright, step 3. Alternate from being a stoner to being an alcoholic so that you don't think about how shitty your life is. Alternate from smoking. Oh, and you can smoke legal stuff too. This is... You see how much I smoked it? The actual label is no longer existent. Yeah. Get to the point where in order to tolerate what you've done to your life, you alternate between trying not to build up a tolerance to herb and trying not to build up a tolerance to alcohol. And you won't be hungry because you're high and or drunk all the time. Don't actually smoke weed, 1, because it's illegal, and 2, because it makes you hungry, and that would defeat the purpose. But it's okay if you get the munchies, because remember, you can't afford food. Isn't that funny? You can't afford food in your house, because the cost of living requires at least $9 an hour, and you only make $7.25. Isn't that fucking hilarious how the entire economy, you didn't think when you were a kid it was actually going to affect you. You thought politics were separate from you. But the economy, yeah, isn't that awesome? I live in a country, that you live in a country where you can't, you're stealing fruit. Isn't that awesome? But yeah, the important part is the last part. Make sure you alternate so you don't build up a tolerance. So you're either always drunk or always high. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so yeah, do those three things, and I promise you that even if you don't want to, you'll drop the pounds. They will drop right the fuck off. Along with your pride. Along with, see, because when you steal fruit, your pride goes out the window. Isn't that awesome? You ever read Jane Eyre? Remember when she was like on the street? Even though you're nowhere near that level of poverty, you'll feel like shit because you live in America. It's supposed to be the land of the plenty, and you're always comparing yourself to other people. You see, it works out great. It works out good. Oh, and lastly, but not least, make a whiny bitch video about it. You have to do that. You have to make a whiny bitch video about it. You know, so yeah. Do those things. And you'll lose weight. You'll lose weight. Oh, and if you get caught stealing fruit, you can run. Run from the police. You can run from the police, and then they'll chase you. Cardio right there. Great cardio. Running from the police. Cardio exercise. Isn't that awesome? Because you ruined your life. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, so yeah, that's how you lose weight the hobo way. Ruin your life. Alternate between... Oh no, ruin your life. Get to the point where you can't afford food and you're sick of asking people for favors because you're starting to actually rack up debt with those close to you, those you love, and they're broke too. Why, you can't just keep taking money from them. They're broke too. They also live in this economy where everything's fucking shit in this stupid fucking country. And alternate between some sort of herb that gets you high and sauce. What's my poison? My poison is Sweet Red California Delicious Red Wine Blend. I don't like the taste of alcohol, but I do like being drunk. Oh, I hate the taste of alcohol. Alright. So yeah, if you sat through that, I apologize for being a whiny bitch. But that's part of the thing, you know, that's a bonus step. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Only if your pride is at a certain level where you don't give a fuck anymore. You just don't give a fuck. What are they? You're gonna ask for a raise? They're gonna give you 5 cents. Ooh, $7.30. Thank you, my overlords. Oh, $7.30 an hour. Now I can afford a banana. So do those things. Do all three of those things. And I promise you, you'll lose. Oh, skirt your responsibilities too. Instead of doing shit you're supposed to do, just get drunk because it doesn't fucking matter. Just get drunk. Alright, so, yeah, until my next video, try not to die of alcohol poisoning. And I will too.